Hello, my fellow blossoming poets and FPB and all the poets out there, and to all our viewers worldwide. Welcome to our very fresh show, the MEBS, the Mother Eagle Blossom Show. I am so excited as we are now going international and in our night, which is her morning in the USA. Please help me welcome our very first guest, who is no other than Dr. Gita Mohanty. Hello, Dr. Gita. How are you?
Thank you so much, esteemed poetess and gorgeous host. I'm sorry, it's a pleasure of mine. I'm so humbled and honored to be here on your show, this very first show. It's really a great pleasure for
I
me.
am
Thank you
so
so much.
excited. I am so
Exciting.
excited. Now, let me introduce you to our viewers. I have to read your bio. Um, Gita Mohanty is an adjunct biology professor in the USA, PhD from Indian Institute of Technology, Bombay, India, and postdoctorate from McGill University, Montreal, Canada in environmental science and engineering. She's a passionate poetry writer with a compassionate heart and a beautiful mind. Poetry to her um, is an inner conversation with her own soul, who believes in a free-flowing and spreading smile across. She also likes painting, reading, philosophy, and nature. She's motivated to serve the unprivileged. Dr. Gita has written more than 800 poems so far, and many are published in various online poetry forums, literary web magazines, e-journals, and several anthologies. For showing literary excellence at par with global standards, she got appreciated on the auspicious occasion of India's 74th and 75th Independence Day by motivational strips and Gujarat Sahitya Academy. She was also awarded with a Golden Badge for her exceptional literary merits based on the script value by motivational strips and Gujarat Sahitya Academy. She was also awarded a gold-rated membership in motivational strips for her writing excellence and contribution to world literature. Recently ranked #1 among top 25 engaged members in the passion of poetry based on the numbers of poems posted, number of readers, likes, and number of comments. Twice selected as top 3 poets of the month in Global Literary Society, Poets of the Month and Poemarium International Poetry Platform, Poet of the Month and Millions Muse International Poetry Platform, Poet of the Month in How to Write for Success, Literary Network, International Poetry Platform, several times Poet of the Week, Poet of the Day, and by various poetry platforms. Several accolades from various poetry contests from different international poetry platforms. Wow, very much impressive. Congratulations on all your achievements.
Thank you so much for having me and talking so kind of me.
You're so interesting. You're excellent. My goodness.
Thank you so much,
Now
dear.
let's
I'm so
start. Are you ready for my first question? Anyway, it's
here.
just for you. What is poetry to you, Dr. Gita?
That's a beautiful question, and it's a very wide question, and it is really different. This could be a different answer from different people.
Yes, that's true. That's
When
true.
when initially I started writing poems, those days during my college graduation time, college years, those days I thought poetry is maybe the love, the passion, some sort of those emotions. But slowly I started realizing poetry is way more intense, more deeper emotions than those. It is like a conversation, I said, within the soul, a continuous inner voice within you here of yours. And literally, I feel the smell of poetry everywhere. It's like a breathing. It's so obvious to me and an integral part of me, I can tell. Like a spring flows, I feel the poetry flows within, and sometimes with its beautiful reverberation of vibrations, and sometimes with even more elegantly with its silent tone. Both I hear. And poetry to me is an like an unseen lover. I feel blessed and proud to be the beloved of that unseen, omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient emperor. And it's not always about the beautiful things or the feelings. Sometimes it is about a sad, very sad symphony. Sometimes we come across the suppressed and oppressed beings, many sufferings any individual creates, the sad symphony or the environment you see those kind of things. That's also poetry to me. Literally, every being, the nature, the cosmos, and the beyond get conceived in my poem. It is the liveliness of the life. It is the cold embrace and peace of the death, and also awareness of my conscious. So, in short, finally, if I would like to say in one line, it is a divine enlightenment. It evolves and motivates me to be a better being. That's poetry to me. Thank you so much for your question.
What a wonderful answer. It's a kind of uh it sounds poetic also.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is poetic.
that's so beautiful. So
Thank you.
what kind of poetry do you like to write?
I do write all various types of poems, including science, environment, women empowerment, women issues, the concepts of life, death, and a bit of love and romance. But I'm not very good in that though. Um, but my most favorite field, if you ask on the theme, I prefer to write. Rather, I don't prefer it gets written. I would say like that. It's philosophy, because I feel philosophy is the cream of emotion in any kind of poem you write. The very intense and the fine and the subtle layer is philosophy. So even if you see my other type of composition on any other subject or theme, but a tinge of philosophy you would feel pretty much in every poem of mine. So philosophy definitely is my most favorite theme to compose.
I observed that in your post.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're good at that. Well, how do you see the appreciations, certificates, and accolades in the literary journey? What's your take on
Um,
that?
Honestly, I never write to get an award or to be appreciated. Even when I participate in the contest in various poetry platforms or international platforms, when I participate or write in a contest, I just write because I love to write. I love to
Yes.
participate. And on various topics, I can write. So that is my motivation for writing in any contest event, because there also, that time also, I never expect any appreciation I would get. And that's what I'm writing it, never. I just write for my love of writing. And even even if I when don't get appreciated, I don't mind, because it was never a thought behind it to get appreciated. So it doesn't never comes to my thought even I didn't get appreciated. But yes, if I get appreciated,
Of
If I
course.
get awarded, definitely it makes me more responsible. It gives me a feel of responsibility as a poet, my contribution to the world, to the society, and definitely my loving readers genuine opinions, suggestions, encouragements, blessings. It motivates me, it encourages me, it gives me a role to play. And who doesn't like to be loved? When you know you are touching hearts, many hearts,
That's
and I
true.
take and I take those
And
as my blessing.
you want to maintain that, how they look at you as a poet, right?
And I they are all those words and the encouragements and the appreciation. I take it as blessings on the way of the journey. I take it like that. It's never, I think, as an achievement. And definitely those are encouragements, but more likely I feel like it's blessing.
Yeah, I love that answer. That's perfect.
So much.
But anyway, can you show or can you read us one of your favorite poems?
Um, the favorite poem. Okay. Um, um, there are many favorite poems, of course.
Yeah, of course, with the 800 poems that you have written, uh,
Um,
you
but
have a lot of favorite there.
I would like to recite something which is an empowering poem, as well as I would say it is the taking the mass, taking the world together with you when you rise. That is, I feel, the empowerment, real empowerment when you are together. The mass empowerment is the empowerment I always believe. So that composition I would like to recite is I am the Empress. I am the Empress. The sky and the earth are mine. I can hug the sky as much I wish, and the earth I can kiss. The oceans too are mine, and when I surf them in my mind, to me all the mountain ranges belong. I can paint them as per my wish and as long, and also I can treasure them in my poems and songs. All those beautiful creatures, the birds, the butterflies, and the elegant nature, make themselves available with their longing gestures. I'm overwhelmed with the love and the kindness of my world family beings. Mystically, every being is connected to me. Their loving vibes all around I see. My heart is rich in conceiving all their love within. The chronicle of time also stops by. Many times it was seen with me. In my treasury, I keep everything, tons of nostalgic moments and gallons of heart wrenching sentiments, unlimited happiness and ultimate joy, and the contents, bundle of elated ecstatic moments, and also the countless incidents, even vibrant vibes of heavenly elements, and earthly plain pain compliments mystic realization and ignorant emotions. I am a billionaire with billions of thoughts searching their destinations, and I believe the power means to empower, not to attitude, not having an attitude of uh, not an attitude of dominance, not owning. I believe in oneness, inviting my fellow loving beings to share my whole empire. Thank you so much.
Wow, very beautiful. I love that. I believe in oneness. I feel like floating while you're reading your poem.
Thank you so much.
Now, I'd like to ask, which is significant for you to write poems with simple words or phrases understandable to many for your readers to be inspired and it would be easily digested for them? Or to exhibit highfalutin words to make your poetry artistic and unique, and then sealed by your own brand. What's
Very
the
good question. I must say, it's a very good question. Well, when I compose, I don't keep that in my mind which word to select, simple or sophisticated, because I don't select them. They automatically get selected, or I rather say in that way, because I don't get an opportunity to select. It is already chosen, already selected. I just simply write it down, that thought. So there is, I do not give a thought which kind of word I would be using. It's not a preparation and then writing. It's a automatically spontaneous flow of poetry for me always. So no, I don't think which word to use. I with preparation, with mental preparation, with artificial thought behind before what to write, how to write, that never happens to me. It could be different for different people, but for me, it is the spontaneously it comes. Literally, some they tell, take this word, put it down. Take this word, put it down. I just take it and put it like that for me.
I can't relate that.
Yeah, yeah, it
Yeah,
is like that. So,
it's a kind of
and
combination of both, you know.
yeah, and if you ask about the uniqueness, yes, I believe every being is unique,
That's
because
true.
if he or she is not unique, they would have not been in this world. They have a unique role, they have a specific role which other cannot do like him. That's what we are here. So that uniqueness, everybody is having, and I believe I too have that uniqueness of who am I or what I am. But as you said, the like making a brand, no, I don't believe that, because I'm so insignificant against the vastness. So yes, I can say definitely I feel the uniqueness, but not, I am not extraordinary or something great. I'm very ordinary, I would like to say, rather, in that way.
Maybe you just didn't notice that. But you're an extraordinary for me.
Thank you. You're
Yeah.
so
So
kind.
that's why I found you so interesting. I love
You're
your
so kind.
answers. Well,
Thank you
how
so
do you
much.
keep your poems safe? Are they filed in a notebook or in your email or like WordPress or a blog spot?
Usually I write on my phone, so that as in when it comes to my thought, I just can put it down, because always you can have a notebook and roaming around, because poetry is not a time. It can come to you anytime. So I prefer to write it down, the thoughts on the poem and the phone. Sometimes I don't get time at that moment to complete it, but I know on what thought is coming to me. And
But
I save
are
in
they
emails,
safe?
and
Are they
yeah,
safe?
yeah, I keep them in soft copies, and also the emails,
How
and
about if you lost your phone? Is there any problem? Because
no,
I'm
yeah,
worried if you lost your phone. I mean your phone.
then it would be in iCloud automatically.
Make it secure. Those are very beautiful poems, so you have to keep it safe. I
Yes,
think
yes,
you can send that to your email in your own
yeah, I
address.
send. Yes,
Yeah,
yes, I send
that's the
some
safest.
poems are also in my email. I send them
Yeah,
sometimes.
for me, it's really good to keep because we cannot write another poem like that.
Exactly.
So it's very important. So, do you have another poem? All poems of
Um,
your written years ago, but still you consider your favorite. Would you please share that with us?
uh, sure, sure. Um, it's there are many poems I wrote before, and there are many poems which are my favorite. But if you ask the reader's favorite, that would be again different, because if you see reader's choice, then they choose a little lighter. I believe they choose little lighter, and which appreciates the mass. So I'm just, as you asked, my favorite. So I'm
Yeah,
just going
your favorite. Of course, if it's your favorite, I believe it's favorite of all.
Thank you. So this is a poem. The title is My Soulful Dream.
Yeah, I love the title.
Thank you. Began the day for the most aspiring whim of my most admired dream, engagement emotionally and also intellectually, wholeheartedly, spiritually, and also soulfully, living the values and the ethics of my life. I devoted myself to my dream, involved in the involvement of invoking the infinite infinity within, enormous buoyancy for crossing the boundaries, for boundless beyond the timeline, vigor, vitality, and vibes, arousing innermost voice of mine, empowering, evolving, and elevating the elegance of the beautiful soul of mine. I was determined for that purpose of life, seen in much cherished dream, never ever allowed to close my eyes, keeping my eyes open, that very dream I have seen. Your profundity, vastness, compassion, and love is channelizing in me, omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient, divine. Your divinity is sustaining me. Uphold me, bless me, empower me to manifest my dream for mankind. Rising from my inner core, I can feel soaring it high, and lend me your hand and raise me beyond the sky. Dream I dreamt, being aware and awakened, rigorous valuation and evaluation with thoughts mundane, envision the vision of an intellect with visionary mind enlightened, admiring, adoring the essence of moving and motivating my dream for the lifetime journey of serving and loving. Me, mine, and I were dissipate and dissolves beyond the boundary of myself, sustaining the sustainable sustenance of sovereign I felt for my loving world and mankind. Thank you
My
so much.
goodness, very beautiful. Sustaining my sustainable sustenance. I feel that your soul was singing, serenading to mine. Very
Thank you so
beautiful.
much, my
I
dear.
like that. Of course, it's your favorite, so no wonder.
One of my favorite. There are a lot of
Of your
favorite ones of mine,
favorites.
but yeah, one of my favorite, definitely.
I like that.
Thank
A
you so much.
very, very well written poem.
Thank
I
you so
remember
much.
that, Dr. Gita, that you became a pop star in the passion of poetry. What do you think is the basis why you were chosen to be one and not the others?
Um, Good question. So, um, why I got chosen on the other? Okay. Yes. Um, my opponent was really good, uh, and his recitations was really nice. And I'm thankful to him for his sportive and very friendly participation. But if you ask why I got chosen, I believe it's the theme, you know, the positivity touches everyone, the empowerment, it feels good to all. And the real issue when you talk about it touches to more people, people can relate to it. So all kind of emotions are the part of poetry, but I prefer to choose the positive thoughts, the empowering thoughts, and probably that touched the loving hearts of my reader. They could relate and felt more intensely. So probably that is the reason, I believe.
I can't disagree. I became also an admin pop star, and I am proud of that.
Congratulations to know that. So
Thank
happy.
you. Okay. So it's a very great journey of yours in the poetic arena. Can you share with us your most liked poem that
Most
you have
like
posted in poetry? Because there sometimes, yeah, I agree with you that there are times that we don't think that this poem of us that were
yeah,
written is best for us, but then there are a lot of maybe people being touched with that poem, and that they commented there under your poem because
yes,
they like it without your knowing that that's the best.
exactly. When I post, I don't realize how people will appreciate or
That's
how people
true.
will relate with it.
How it
Uh,
gives impact to the readers.
yes, yes. It's not that whatever you write, it would be translated to others' heart. But sometimes something, um, I write all my compositions very seriously, and it's like worship to me. With utmost seriousness, I feel it. But it doesn't mean that always my thoughts would be communicative to everybody. But yeah, there are out of many poems. Sometimes I saw the likes and comments, some ranging 175 to 200
Yeah.
people. Like there are a lot many poems like that. But uh, one of the poem, I think I should go a little lighter. One of the poem was liked a lot. It was, the title was Pink. It's I liked it because it was a very simple concept. It's, there is nothing much into it, but somehow people liked it a lot. So let me recite that. uh, the title, obviously, as I said, it's Pink. Color of those days was pink. The fragrance of the breath was pink. Dreams I was wearing were pink. Flowers you kept hidden was pink. Letter you haven't sent and I haven't received was blossoming in pink. Things you wanted to hear and I couldn't tell those ever remained in pink forever. In rainy days, moods used to be pink. Lip gloss I was preferring was pink. Bedsheet, screen, doormat, even the shoes I used to like were pink. The color of the rainbow was only pink. Those days, all the seasons were pink, and I was way more sensitive to it. But I don't think anymore I like pink. Now I have grown up as a rational being, not to dream of ridiculous things, not to accept flowers, not to receive unsent letters, not to drench in rain waters, not to imagine unreal pink in rain and rainbows. Nay, were those choices, all the pink wares and decors, including my fascination for the pink lip gloss. Now I know seasons are just change of weathers. Pink is just a name of a color, not anything else. It would be ever. Maybe in some memories, some pink tinges could be there, though I'm not sure. Thank you.
Very cute. It was just like a simple poem, but no wonder that it is not just likable, but lovable. Like the writer.
Thank you so much.
Very nice. Very,
Thank you.
feminine, like the color pink.
Yes.
Yeah. So thank you for sharing that. And now can you give us a message or for the Filipino poets and blossoms and also to our budding poets anywhere in the world?
Yes, you said message. I liked it more because sometimes people say advice. I feel a little scared because I'm not a person to advise. But yeah, suggest definitely. I mean, what to suggest?
Yeah,
Poetry.
suggestion. Yes.
Simply, I would request them to put and pour their heart and soul. Nothing much needed to be done. And we all breathe. Poetry is like a breathing, I said. And but when you sit down and meditate on your breathing, that's called meditation. So we all feel poetry. Poetry is everywhere, within and out, but only you can tap them when you pay an intense attention to the incidents, to the environment, to the physical, metaphysical, and the beyond. When you pay an intense attention, and that fine tuning of your attentiveness with the vastness, that is the poetry. I mean, that when people do, then real poetry flows automatically. So that is my suggestion, just to be aligned with that attentive, intense attention. Yes.
A very, a very beautiful answer with wisdom. I
Thank you so
feel
much,
it.
dear. Thank you so
So
much.
beautiful. And it's deep. It's deep.
Yeah.
So that's very true. And I will take that too because I consider myself as one of the budding poets.
Oh, you are already established poet.
No, we need to consider always because we keep on learning, you
Yes,
know.
we all keep
Yeah,
learning.
lastly, do you have a message of encouragement, particularly for the Mother Eagle Blossom Show?
Yes, definitely. I have a message. I would like your soul to reach out to many poets of different parts of the world so that they can share their thoughts and their voice, their experience to motivate and to contribute their role in the world of literature. It would be like the international integration worldwide through the poetry, spreading the message of love, compassion, peace throughout the world. And they can empower people, motivate people uh, for a beautiful life, a beautiful thought. So that is what I would like to communicate and to reach out more and more poets worldwide. And I wish this platform would be so beautifully appreciated by all throughout the world. People must know this. So, and you, who is the founder and the amazing host doing all this, it's a big service to literature, and you are simply excellent. I believe in that.
I'm very much encouraged because that's true.
Thank you.
I love to know people. I love to know their views, and it's really good to expose them to the whole world. That's why I love
I,
interviews. Yeah.
I could feel your positive vibe the first time you have invited me. Your that giggling voice, the smiley face. It is so empowering. Whenever I saw you, you called me. It's always a smiley face. I haven't seen ever you in a gloomy or sad face. Maybe thousands of things behind you, but always I have seen that positive personality, that happy personality within you. So it is very easy. It would be easier for you to reach out to people, to touch the hearts.
Thank you for that. And you know what happened with me
Yes,
yesterday.
I
I was
know.
really
Very
worried if
sad.
I
Yeah.
cannot make it. Yeah, and thank you for that beautiful words. And look at me, I forget those things already. I have adjusted and I accepted the fact that it was lost.
Yes.
Okay, the public doesn't, doesn't know that.
Yeah.
I never shared it to many, only a few friends because I don't want negative things.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, and this is a unique question for you. Do you have
Okay.
something in mind to ask me? If you have, what would that be? Please don't make it difficult. I make up answer.
I would dare to ask the host.
Because this is the time also that at my there's someone calling.
Oh, okay.
It's okay. I will just make it silent. I'll answer. I'll answer. I'll answer. So that he will keep calling if I won't answer.
Take your time.
Okay, it's ended. Sorry, sorry. It's my
No, that's
supplier.
fine. It happens. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, you were asking me
Okay.
to ask you if I
Yeah,
have any
yeah, yeah.
questions.
Please, please ask
Uh,
me just simple question.
no, 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 I'm not a tough person. Yes, the first question I would like to ask you is it's curious for me. How do you know about me? And what make you think to invite me for your very first inaugural show as the very first guest? And really, I just would like to know what I mean, how do you
Because
know me?
for the information of everybody, to let them know that we are not friends. Actually, we're not
Yes.
friends. I saw you, but we're not friends. I only saw your post in the passion of poetry. Your poem is along with always with your photo, right? That is how you branded yourself. I mean, yeah, because when I see your photo, I know that it's you. I know you. It's Dr. Gita Mohanty. So I know you, but we were not friends before until I got to memorize every angle of your beautiful face. You're full of confidence and you're so interesting. Until I realized you're in the Filipino Poets and Blossoms, I was surprised and I knew that you contributed also to our forthcoming anthology books, saving the world one poem at a time. I
Yes.
knew it from Eureka, and I said, "Wow, we're not friends at that time yet," but it boosted my interest to know. I said,
Yeah.
"Oh, I love to interview her." She is a genuine esteemed poetess. That's it.
Thank you so much, my dear, for talking so high about me.
I have a lot of friends actually. That is really good
Yes.
to the
Yes.
first one that I'm going to interview that I have no background really. Who are you? And I want to know more. I want to know more about you. That's it.
Oh, thank you so much, dear. Um, I would like to ask you, like, how you were introduced to this world of poetry.
Actually, I started my poetry in an international arena, and I forgot who invited me to one group at first, then another group, and I became a bit known to international friends. I had a lot of friends and they are still my friends right now. So I was being exposed to that and friends are connecting each other. So that's why maybe if a lot of poets know me from that.
I
Yeah.
know, and your that poem which you sent me, your first poem maybe, that itself in one day, one go, one write made you the best poet, I can tell you. That was so soulful, so touching, so empowering, so moving, so motivating composition. Very rarely you come across that personal, the person is a poetry. You yourself presented as a poetry. That is a brilliant poem from you. And I was just touched. And that was whole thing for me to understand you who you are. Such a beautiful poem that was, I must say.
I can see the sincerity in your face after you read that poem. And I shared that
Yes.
to you because you're worried about me, what happened. And I said, I am a survivor. So you don't have to worry about me because I can
You are
easily
so
accept.
brave. You are so brave and bold and beautiful, I must say.
Thank you. Thank you. Minnie said that so. And I'm so thankful.
Yeah, that I
That's it.
felt from your composition and from your personality.
Thank you.
Another another question, if you allow, I'm having a curiosity to ask one last question, not
Yeah,
more.
because I told you, no, you don't have to worry. It's just a conversation. You can ask about me.
I,
So every time I'm going to be, I will interview any poet, I will allow them to ask me too, because it will also develop me or, you know, expose me to the world. Who am I?
definitely,
Right.
definitely. So yeah, then my question is on that. I want to know more about you, um, like I mean, about you and your poetry platform, your this Eagle Show, Mother Eagle Show, and what inspired you to form this Mother Eagle Show? Why
Okay.
you thought of making this show? Why
Yeah,
you
very
thought of
nice
making this
question.
show?
It should be, I have to tell the world about it, of course. Well, I am a poetess who started my journey in the international arena, as I've said. During the pandemic, I became active with the Progressive Literary and Cultural Society, and I became a moderator of an Asian session during that event. And it's, I think, Uzbekistan Festival. And I was the moderator of Asian session, and I met Annette Tarpley there. She
Mhm.
was the moderator of the USA session. And of course, we had meetings prior to the event. So we became friends. And then until such time that after the festival, Annette actually invited me to join to her group. She invited me as moderator and later promoted to one of the administrators. And I believe that I understand that I think I can make it in the Philippines, that I have to also gather the Filipino poets because I
Yes,
believe we are scattered around. So there's no shelter to cater, that we need to have a comfortable shelter, full of love, maybe not perfect, but we need to be one, because we can shout for oneness if you as Filipinos are not also uniting each other, right?
yes,
So
yes.
yeah, so that's it. I understand that they love the Filipino poets. I got a lot of, what you call this, support from them. And about my platform, I consider these things that happen in my poetic journey a mission to fulfill, to accomplish. I didn't plan all these things until I found myself publishing an international magazine, and then later creating this FPB with already 2,000 members. Then I found myself,
Congratulations! I mean, in such a short
it's
time.
just short period of time, like 6 months only.
Yeah,
And I found
yeah, that's what
myself
I'm saying.
interviewing, the administrators and moderators, and now moving to international. You're the first one
Thank you
that
so much for
I
having
yeah,
me.
this is my very first fresh show with you, in conversation with you. So
Oh,
I want to prove to the world that there are many excellent and talented people worldwide who are willing to share themselves to save the world from misunderstanding or differences, but instead they offer themselves as an instrument of, peace, unity, and oneness, like you and like many others. So I feel that my job is to connect with them, discern with them, and know their ideas, opinions, views, principles on what we can do to make this world a better place for all. That's it. That's the platform.
that's amazing. That's such a brilliant thought you have in your mind, and the wonderful service you are doing for literature and for your own people and for the internationally. I
That's
mean, that's
true.
the beautiful part of a being who cares and connected to the root and flying high in the sky.
That's true. Because I am an
That,
eagle. So I can
yes,
fly.
that's what I am saying. You are soaring high. You are already
I'm
a proven
sorry.
entity.
I
You are
just to
already a
reach
proven
people
entity.
around the
Yeah.
world, because I
Yes.
believe that if we are, massive, in a massive to be one, to join our forces, we can make things possible.
Yes, that is
Yes.
the oneness. Yes, that is the oneness. That is embracing the world in a
Embracing
big
the
hug.
world.
In a big hug. So beautiful, so wonderful thought of yours.
I'm so happy. I am so happy. Thank you for your words of, fueling me, encouraging me. So that really motivates me.
Thank
So
you so much.
anyway, now that we're done, I knew a lot. I knew you more deeply. How do you describe or evaluate the show as the first poet ever who guested here?
Oh, it's a privilege. It's a privilege for me to be here on this very beautiful show with a gorgeous and intellectual host who loves the world so much, who wants to contribute through her positivity. I love to be here with you, and it's a privilege for me to be the first guest in your show. And it's really, I'm so thankful for this. I feel humbled and honored so much. And thank you so much to all, you and your show, your platform. All my best wishes for this platform, and I am so happy to be a part of it. And thank you so much again. And God bless all.
I'm very much happy of
Love
the
it.
result
Yeah.
too. I know this is wonderful because my first guest is you, and once it is successful, it will be successful in the coming
Good.
sessions.
Good. Take my word.
I know, with with the guidance of above, because I
Yes.
really pray for this show
When
before
you're
we start,
motivated, yeah.
days before. I really pray because it's not a joke. It's not just showing ourselves here. We are doing it sincerely, just really with pure heart to connect people.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes. When you
that's
have a good thought for the mass, it get executed automatically. You are simply a tool. We all are just simply a tool, but something just makes things happen
that's
automatically.
that's
I
true.
believe that.
And we won't go wrong once we always abide and you know talk to him first and everything that we do. So
Exactly.
we're guided, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy. It's my great pleasure to have you in my show. And I hope that this is the start of our friendship, and it will, like
Definitely, it will flourish.
blossoms.
It will
Because
blossom. Yeah.
you are my fellow blossom. So that's it. So that's why I call this Mother Eagle Blossom Show, because
Yes.
I believe that
Beautiful name.
it will really blossom. So
Eagle, eagle is the power of strength, and the vision, and the it soars high, it fly high. That's the passion. And the blossom, it's the, again, you are holding the softness, the compassion.
And I learned, I was not able to ask you, you uh in your bio, you stated there that you are helping the unprivileged, and I am so happy with that, because it's not in my question, but I asked you just this morning. I told you what's going on, and I asked you that what you are doing there, and what you are doing for that unprivileged that you took. You stated in your bio, and you told me it's for the blinds, and I really 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 appreciate that you have a good heart with your husband, and I will pray for that undertakings, because it's a very good thing. Can you we still have time, can you share that also, so that everyone
Um,
will know about
Actually,
your.
I never talk that publicly. I just feel not talking much about what you do. As
But
you
it's
asked, I'm
inspiring,
just
inspiring others. I know that we don't need to
uh,
boast what we are doing to other people, but in the other point of that is that you are inspiring others, so they don't know
yeah,
about your and
yeah. In
your
that
mission in life.
context, I can understand what you're saying. Yeah, in that context, it's a very small move, not something great. It's a small move. We are privileged to have them. God has chosen us to be a part of their life. So I see that in that way. They are visually impaired kids, and they are also economically challenged kids in India, from the part I belong, Orissa. So we are trying to sponsor their college education, um, because when they stay in the hostels and all, it is difficult for their families to support them. We try to be beside them, to be with them till they do something. I just started very recently, 3 years before only. We started with 15, 20 kids initially with the help, me, my husband, little bit of friend circle, very close friends, my relatives, school friends, college friends, very small group who knows me, who trust what I'm doing. We just individually sponsored some kids, in a staying in a group. We just supported, and then slowly many kids, they needed help, and so right now we are having around 40, 50 students, and so we are just sponsoring their college education and staying touch with them, whatever they need to support them. And it's not, I wouldn't say it's a help. I don't like to use the word help. We rather, I am getting helped for my soul's happiness from them. um,
Yes,
it is
indeed.
it is my how can I say, the way I do for my kids, it is that way, that feeling, with that feeling I do for the, those my kids. I feel very connected with them. They taught me what the world is when someone doesn't see, and you just close your eyes and 5 minutes how you feel. They do that throughout the life with a smiley face. I learned from them how to be thankful to God, whatever all we have, and how to be happy in life, even in the hardest time, what they are doing throughout their life. And not only they, I mean, many people, they suffer, but they smile, they live their life without complaining even. And we complain for very small, small things. This didn't happen, that didn't happen, this is that want, that need. So, yes, I'm touched and moved with these kids. They are very tender, very soft, very beautiful. They are the
They're
gifts of God.
angels. They're
They are the
angels.
gifts of God. Yeah, they are the gifts of God to me. They made me feel, and I'm thankful for that
Yes,
feeling they have given to me. So I'm
yes,
always thankful to them.
yes. Because it can be paid by money. that
Yes.
happiness you have. I really love your unselfish endeavor with your husband supporting you for this. You have a big heart to
Uh,
those.
right now, it's
Yeah.
little bigger groups are joining. Some other people who do the social service, it is extended to them. They are also willing to help. There are some people here. Recently, I came to know. Maybe when
Yeah.
time would come, we would
So it's
disclose.
good thing
And
that we discuss it
yeah,
here
it's
because
going
it's a
bigger.
kind of,
Even yes, now even I'm daring
program.
to help more kids to reach out those who need help. So because we are getting more people involved into this, they are believing in my thought, and we are trying
Yes,
to do it in a bigger way.
that's very wonderful. And I hope those people who can view this, in YouTube, they will, maybe they will be touched, and then they will, take their move how to do this kind of things, or they can call you if they want to be with that, platform
Yes,
or
I just would
organization
like
that
to
you're
say,
planning to have in order to accommodate greater figure.
yeah, I just would like to say, maybe on this or not, but everybody, wherever they are, whoever they are, some responsibility towards the society, a little bit, whatever possible, to your neighbors, to the person you meet on the road. Little
Yes,
bit, if
that's true.
we all can
Yes.
sensitive towards that, it would be a big move for the world. That's
It
what
made
I.
us complete. If we know how to help others, even myself, I'm not saying that I have a lot. I have things to share. But if you do this, helping others, even if you have less in yours, you can sleep well at night that you have done your purpose in life. You have done your job.
Yes, that's the ultimate happiness, after all, I believe.
Yeah.
That's the where you have a very unconditional love for something, and that
The
doing
love
is
that,
the
not
happiness.
asking in return.
Yes,
That's
I believe.
true.
I really, when I talk about them, it a different feeling for me.
I understand the feeling. And thank you for having the privilege to know you more. And we didn't plan to discuss it here, but maybe there's a purpose to discuss because I want the people to know that there are a lot of good hearts in the world, and that is, uh, you know, you're one of them. You're one of them. Yeah, your family, because that includes your husband. So
Hi.
thank you so much. And do you have something to say
All the
before we
very
depart?
best. All the very best to you and to my loving readers. Thank you so much for supporting and encouraging and blessing and motivating me all throughout the time. And thank you so much to you, beautiful Helen Sarita, the amazing host. Thank you so much again for inviting me. It was a wonderful experience with you.
Thank you, Dr. Gita, and may God bless you and your family. Thank you so much for your time.
Welcome. You
Bye
dear.
for now.
Goodbye. Bye.
Okay, bye. Thank you.